You know that the average person spends over 82 days of their life just getting ready in the morning? Crazy, right? But what if I told you that while you're doing your normal daily routine, you are missing out on the perfect chance to totally level up your English? Today, we are going to spill the tea on 10 English secrets that will completely change how you speak. Let me hit you with the 10 questions and answers we are breaking down today, so you know exactly what's coming. Number 1. What's the difference between putting on and wearing? Answer: putting on is the action, wearing is the state. Number 2. What are flyaways? Answer: those annoying little hairs that stick up. Number 3. How do you naturally pronounce concealer? Answer: concealer, stressing the middle. Number 4. What does imperceptible mean? Answer: barely visible to the eye. Number 5. Why do we say I've been wearing instead of I wear? Answer: it shows a recent ongoing habit. Number 6. How do you say mascara wand? Answer: mascara double. Number 7. What does scraggly mean? Answer: messy and untidy. Number 8. What is setting powder? Answer: powder that locks your makeup in place. Number 9. Why say if I were instead of if I was? Answer: it indicates an imaginary situation. And number 10. What does dangly mean? Answer: hanging loosely and swinging. I'm going to explain every single one of these in detail so you can actually use them in real life. So grab your iced coffee because you are going to get ready with me this morning. Oh hey guys, good morning. I literally never thought I would be on the internet showing my face like this. This is my actual hair that I woke up with. This is my raw, unfiltered face. Zero makeup. Just giving pure morning vibes. I get a lot of requests to show a get ready with me morning routine, so we are just going to do it right here in my bathroom mirror. Let's get into it. First things first, I need to see. I usually wear glasses, but lately I've been reaching for my contacts. I have this cute little contact case. Now there are 2 different types of contacts: monthly and daily. I use the monthly ones because I put them in pretty much every day. My husband Dan uses dailies because he only needs them like once a month. Honestly, they kind of irritate his eyes. Getting these in is second nature now, but back in 8th grade when I first got them, absolute nightmare. Your human instinct is to blink when something comes near your eye, so keeping it open feels super weird. This brings us to question 1. What is the exact difference between putting on and wearing? I just told you that I am putting in or putting on my contacts. The answer is that putting on is the physical action, the movement of taking something and placing it on your body. Wearing is the state of having it on your body afterward. Let me explain this so you can use it perfectly within the next minute. Right now I am putting on my makeup. It is an action. But later today when I go to the grocery store, I will be wearing makeup. Think about a winter coat. Before you leave the house, you put on your coat. While you are walking outside in the cold, you are wearing your coat. Gen Z uses the word wearing a lot for styles like, oh, she is wearing that trend well. Just remember, put on for the motion, wear for the duration. And that ties right into question 5. Why did I say I've been wearing contacts lately instead of I wear contacts? The answer is that we use the present perfect continuous tense to talk about a habit that started recently and is still going on. Let's break it down so it makes total sense in under a minute. If I say I wear contacts, that just means it is a general fact about my whole life. But I said I've been wearing them lately. The structure is subject plus have or has plus been plus the verb with ing. I have been wearing. You use this when something is a new phase or a recent vibe. Like if you just discovered a new band, you'd say I've been listening to them nonstop. Or I've been drinking a lot of matcha lately. It shows your current temporary reality. Alright, my contacts are in. Sometimes the contact solution drips down my cheek, so I'm just drying my face off a little because it is time for makeup. Now, I am not some super talented makeup artist, but people always ask for my everyday makeup routine, so here we go. First, I grab my BB cream. It acts like a very light concealer. I mostly just dab it under my eyes. Why? Because I am perpetually tired. Plus, genetically, the skin under my eyes is super thin, which makes it look a lot darker. If you don't wear makeup for one day, people are always like, oh my gosh, you look so tired, are you sick? And I'm just thinking, no, this is literally just my face. Let's look at question 3. How do you naturally pronounce the word concealer? The answer is you have to master the lazy English sound, the schwa, in the first syllable and stress the middle. Let's practice this together for a minute. A lot of English learners try to say concealer, making that O sound super strong. But native speakers are lazy. We shrink that first syllable into a quick, relaxed A sound. It sounds like cun. Then we hit the middle syllable hard, C. And then another lazy sound at the end, lur. Concealer. Concealer. This stuff is magic for hiding dark circles. You just dab your concealer under your eyes to look like you actually slept 8 hours. Next up, I use a little sponge and dab on this clear powder. It looks pure white in the container, but it goes on clear. If you have darker skin, you'd probably want a tinted powder, but for me this works. This leads perfectly to question 8. What exactly is setting powder? The answer is that it is a powder designed to lock your makeup in place, so it doesn't melt off your face. Let's unpack this for a quick minute. The verb to set means to place something firmly or establish it. You set an alarm for 7 a.m. You set a vase on the table. In the beauty world, creams and liquids will easily smudge or slide around your face during the day because of the natural oils in your skin. So we use setting powder. It literally sets the liquid makeup into a dry state. It locks it down. It's a total game changer for looking fresh all day. I just do a little boop boop on my nose and cheeks to stop myself from looking shiny on camera. Okay, now for the scariest looking tool in my bag. It literally looks like a medieval torture device, but it's just an eyelash curler. I have this weird trick where I heat it up by breathing hot air on it before I clamp my lashes. It curls them up and basically creates an illusion that I am wide awake and full of energy, which, let's be real, is a total lie. After curling, if I am filming a YouTube video, I'll add the tiniest bit of liquid eyeliner right on my lash line. This brings us to question 4. What does the word imperceptible mean? The answer is that it means something is so small or slight that it's almost impossible to notice. Let's spend a minute on this incredible vocabulary word. If we break the word apart, the prefix im means not. The base word comes from perceive, which means to see or notice. So imperceptible literally means not able to be seen. I draw the eyeliner line so thin that it is imperceptible. You can't even tell I'm wearing it, but it just adds a little definition. You can use this word in daily life too. Like the temperature dropped, but the change was imperceptible. It's a super high-level word that makes you sound totally fluent. Next, I go in with my super cheap mascara. I have tried the expensive aesthetic brands, but I always come crawling back to this cheap one. I take the wand out, and I have this technique where I just blink, blink, blink rapidly onto the brush. It stops the mascara from getting clumpy. Let's talk about question 6. How do you pronounce mascara wand? The answer is mascara WHND. Let's take a minute to get this pronunciation perfect. Mascara has 3 syllables. The stress is on the middle syllable again. Mascara. Notice that the last A is just an A sound. Now the word wand. Even though it has an A, it makes an A sound, like in the word father. Wand. A wand is a long, thin stick. Think of Harry Potter holding a magic wand. Well, the little brush that you use to put mascara on your eyelashes is called a mascara wand. Funny story about this mascara wand. The other day, my 2-year-old daughter was being super quiet in the other room. I thought she was just petting the cat. I walk in, and she had smeared black mascara all over her entire face. It was a disaster. So now there is a baby lock on my makeup drawer. Alright, to finish the face, I swipe on a tinted lipstick crayon. The most important step here is checking your teeth. I cannot tell you how many times I have filmed entire videos with lipstick on my teeth, and I just have to leave it because re-recording is a nightmare. Finally, I've already put on my deodorant, so the face and body are prepped. Now let's tackle this hair. I've had my hair in these 2 French braids since yesterday. When you sleep on them, they get super messy. This brings us to question 7. What does the word scraggly mean? The answer is untidy, messy, or uneven. Let's dive into this descriptive word for a minute. Scraggly is the perfect adjective for things that look a little wild and unkempt. My braids today are the definition of scraggly. They aren't tight or neat anymore. Pieces are poking out everywhere. You usually hear this word used to describe hair or plants. Like, if a guy is trying to grow a beard but it's patchy and messy, you would call it a scraggly beard. Or if you have a dead plant in your yard with just a few ugly branches left, it's a scraggly bush. And tying right into that messy hair vibe is question 2. What are flyaways? The answer is that flyaways are those tiny, annoying baby hairs that stick up with static electricity and refuse to lay flat. Let's explain this quickly. Literally, the hairs are trying to fly away from your head. When I look in the mirror after sleeping in braids, I have flyaways all over the top of my head. It's not the cleanest look. Some people use hairspray to tame their flyaways, but honestly, in my daily life, I low-key don't care. I use these thick hair ties that don't have a metal seam in them, so they don't break my hair. I just pull them out and boom, instant waves. My hair is naturally super thick and wavy, so this just enhances the natural texture. I never use a brush, only a comb. And guys, this comb is literally from a dollar store in South Korea from 13 years ago. Still going strong. I just flip my head upside down, shake it out, and let it do its thing. Now, my routine takes a few steps, but my husband Dan is a whole different story. Let's look at question 9. Why did I say earlier, if I were to show you Dan's routine, instead of if I was? The answer is that we use were for imaginary or hypothetical situations in the present or future, regardless of the subject. Let's master this subjunctive grammar rule in under a minute. Normally, with the pronoun I, we use was. I was tired. I was happy. But when you are imagining something that isn't actually happening right now, you use if I were. I am not showing you Dan's routine right now, but if I were to show you, it would literally just be him walking into the bathroom, running his hand through his hair once, and walking out. That's it. You can use this rule to give advice too. Like if I were you, I would study this vocabulary. It's an imaginary scenario because I am obviously not you. Last but not least, I am putting in my earrings. I always wear them, even if I'm just in sweatpants. It just makes me feel a little put together. Which brings us to our final question, question 10. What does the word dangly mean? The answer is hanging loosely and swinging freely. Let's spend our last minute on this super common native speaker word. The root verb is dangle, which means to hang down. When it comes to earrings, we basically have two main categories: studs and dangly earrings. A stud sits tightly against your earlobe, like a tiny diamond or a little pearl. But dangly earrings drop down and swing back and forth when you move your head. I am obsessed with dangly earrings. I just think they add such a fun vibe to any outfit. And there you have it. My face is fresh, my hair is wavy, the dangly earrings are in, and I am ready to go make a hot cup of tea and record a lesson for you. I hope you loved getting ready with me today, and that you feel totally empowered to use these 10 new English secrets in your own daily life. If you found this video helpful and want to keep glowing up your English, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me, and it helps me keep making free lessons for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And as always, keep practicing, keep glowing, and keep learning with Learn English with Jennifer. I will see you in the next one. Bye.